Okay. So I think we are discussing about the port role. We are discussing port role right now. So
Yes.
in yesterday class, I explained you, I think, about the root port, right? And I told you about the scenario. On what basis root port root port is elected, guys? First is root bridge ID, and if root bridge ID will tie, then switch check cost. What cost? Right now, remember na everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, tell me one thing. Let's suppose if we have a topology like this. Let's suppose switch number A is root bridge. Fine. Switch number A is root bridge. Fine. Then if switch number A is root bridge, it means it will be the root port and root port, right now? Tell me. Root port and root port. Now tell me. On switch number D, what about this interface and this interface? Which will become the root port? Guys, see. Switch number A, send the BPDU. Switch number A, send the BPDU like this. Tell me yes or no. Are yes na?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if switch number A send the BPDU, first of all, root bridge ID. What will be the root bridge ID, guys? 32768 plus A, right now? Tell me.
Yeah.
With the root bridge ID, after root bridge ID, there will be a cost, right? Tell me. Tell me na. Cost
Yeah.
will be 0 because root bridge is sending the BPDU. Cost always be 0.
0.
Okay. Now sender bridge ID. Who is sending? Switch number A. So 32768 plus A, right? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now port ID. For example, let's suppose this one is 0 by 1 and this one is 0 by 2. So 128.1. Tell me yes or no. Yes, na? Everyone. This is the BPDU. Anyone, any doubt here till now? Let's suppose this is fast Ethernet 0 by 1 and this is 0 by 2. Clear na? So basically this is the BPDU switch number A sent through 0 by 1. Same BPDU switch number 1 share with this interface. Only one change. What is port ID, right na? Port ID will be 128.2. Okay. This BPDU switch number B will receive. Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Tell me. Switch number
Yes, sir.
B. Switch number B receive this BPDU on this interface. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And switch number C receive this BPDU on this interface. Fine.
Yes.
Yes.
So these port will become the root port. These port will become the root port.
Root
Why
port.
I'm telling this one? Because see now switch number B receive the BPDU two ways. Either like this or either like this na.
Like
Tell
this.
me.
Yes. Yes.
So obviously this will be the better because cost is here. Switch number B receive cost 0 and here cost receive 1938 and
No.
19.
180.
Yes. No. 19 plus 19 plus 19. How much? I think
Okay. Okay.
57.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
57.
definitely it will be the better. Tell me, right? Are you tell me
Yes.
yes or no? You understand na these things?
Yes. Yes. Sir, I want to know that 19 plus 19, matlab the distance is
Okay,
between A and C and C and D.
okay, so don't be confused. Now, please remember like this. So let's suppose if this is the fast Ethernet link, okay, for every link, na cost will be 19. Remember like this. It will be better. Don't be confused.
Okay.
Fine. Let's suppose na switch number B receive here for this link cost will be 19, and for this interface cost will be 19 plus 19 plus 19. How much? 57.
Okay. Yes.
Clear na everyone? I hope you guys understand. So obviously this port and this port will become the RP on switch number B and switch number C. Clear? Now move towards switch number D. So when switch number D, so switch number B will forward this BPDU towards D. Tell me yes or no.
Yes. Yes.
And switch number C forward this BPDU towards switch number D.
Yes.
Only one modification. Root bridge ID will be same. Fine. What is the cost? 19 plus 19. Cost will be 38.
Yes.
Here, root bridge ID will be same. Cost will be 19 plus 19. 38. So here, on both interfaces, cost is tie. Root bridge ID is tie. Cost is also tie. Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Now, switch will check the third option. That is sender bridge ID. So when switch number B is sending, the sender bridge ID will be 32768 plus switch number B MAC address. That is B. Fine. And if switch number C is sending this BPDU, then what is sender bridge ID? 32768 plus C.
Plus B. C.
Now switch number D will check or match sender bridge ID. Who's better sender bridge ID? Who is better sender? B better is or C better? Better will be B, guys. Whose bridge ID will be lowest, that switch will be the better sender. Fine. So switch B bridge ID is 32768 plus B, and switch number C bridge ID is 32768 plus C. So see na, priority is tie on the basis of MAC address. Whose MAC address is lowest? This one. So B is better sender. B is better sender. So this interface will become the root port. I hope everyone understand how I elect root port. Clear? Tell me. Everyone. Clear na?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, last scenario I am telling you. Let's suppose if we have topology like this, switch number A, switch number B. If both switches are connected like this, this is fast Ethernet 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3, and 0 by 4. Obviously, switch number A will become the root brace. Fine, everyone. So if switch number A is the root brace, switch number A send the BPDU. Always remember na, only root brace sending the BPDU. याद है ना आप सभी को? Okay. Switch A send the BPDU. Switch A send the BPDU through this interface and through this interface. Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. So if switch number A is sending the BPDU, it means it means root brace ID will be, guys, 32768 plus A. Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Cost will be 0.
Yes, sir.
Center brace ID. Center brace ID will be
32768 plus A.
Same this one. 32768 plus A. Clear na? After sender brace ID, that is port ID. Port ID will be 128.1. Anyone, any doubt till now?
No, sir.
No doubt. So it means, oh, what is happening? Switch number A is sending this PPDU through 0 by 1, and switch number A is sending this BPDU through this interface. Anyone have any doubt till now? Clear na? Only one change here. What is the change? Port ID.
Port ID.
On this interface, port ID is 128.1 and on this interface, port ID will be 128.2.
Yes.
So when this BPDU receive on this interface, it means on this interface and on this interface. So check root bridge ID. Tie, tell me yes or no. Cost.
Yes. Tie.
Center bridge ID.
Tie.
Now
port ID.
Port ID 128.1 and 128.2. So please remember,
which is lowest.
This is sender port ID. Okay, so don't be confused. This is this port ID. Okay, na? So don't be confused. So this is the sender port ID. It means switch 1 port ID. Okay, not switch B. Fine. So port ID
Yes.
is 128.1 and here 128.2. Whose will be better? This is the better. Please remember, lowest port ID will prefer.
Yes.
Lowest port ID will prefer. So finally, this port will become RP. This port will become.
Yes.
Clear na? Everyone. I hope you guys understand till now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, very basic question. Is it possible? Is it possible that root port on root bridge? It means, is it possible on root bridge? Is it possible root port? Let's suppose this is the root bridge, right? So on root bridge, is it possible this interface is RP or this interface is RP? Answer is no.
Yes.
Never.
सर आरपी रूट पोर्ट रूट ब्रिज पे होगा ना सर, क्यों जैसे ही अभी S1 पे
नहीं, रूट ब्रिज पे कभी भी रूट पोर्ट नहीं होगा, बिकॉज व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ रूट पोर्ट? प्लीज रिमेंबर, ए पोर्ट on which switch receive better, or you can say best BPDU. It means a port on which switch receive a best BPDU. For example, if I am discussing about this one, अगर आप इसकी बात देखो, switch number D receiving the BPDU on this interface as well as on this interface. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Right? And
Yes.
on this, but
Yes,
among
right.
among these two interfaces, which D receiving better BPDU on this interfaces, that's why it becomes the root port. Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
the reason. Please remember, how can you define root port? A port on which switch receive the better BPDU. Now, my question is it possible RP port on root bridge? Guys, we know na, root bridge always send the BPDU.
BPDU packet, yes.
So if root bridge is sending the BPDU, then how root bridge receive the BPDU? That's the reason not possible. Fine. अगर root bridge BPDU send कर रहा है तो वो receive कैसे करेगा? Clear ना? So that's the reason root bridge पे कभी भी आपको RP port देखने को नहीं मिलेगा. Clear ना? Everyone.
Yes. Sir, in this condition, when we see this example, switch A and switch B. In this condition, जो upper वाला है 0/1.
This one.
In this condition, yes, left side, no.
This one.
Left side वाला example.
ये वाला.
हाँ, ये वाला. So in this condition, the port ID become 128.1. This port
128.1, right? It means when switch number B is receiving this BPDU, fine, and switch number B receiving this BPDU on both interfaces, right? Now switch B will match all the criteria. So see na, these criteria will tie.
Yes.
Now switch last criteria, switch check root port ID, sorry, sender port ID. So switch number B will find on this interface sender port ID is 128.1 and on this interface sender port ID is 128.2. It means on this interface I have lowest sender port ID. So this will become root port.
Which will become root port?
This one.
0/3.
0/3 आप ऐसे मत समझ लेना कि अगर यहाँ 128.1 की बात कर रहे हैं तो ये आपका रूट पोर्ट बन जाएगा, ये ऐसा मत सोचना।
ओके मैं
ठीक है,
वही
क्योंकि
समझ रहा।
who is receiving the BPDU? Switch B is
Okay,
receiving
yes,
the
0.
BPDU. Then who will decide? Switch B decide, na?
Which be this side? Okay, yes.
It's clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Next thing is, guys, what do you mean by DP port? What do you mean by DP port? See how I define basically the port,
Segmented port.
or define like this: best port on the segment, or you can say link. Best port on the segment or link is called DP. Fine. So you can define like this. Otherwise, you can define like this. There is one more definition, alternate definition. The port which is sending superior BPDU. Guys, superior means, so don't be confused, best BPDU. Okay, na? The port which is sending superior BPDU is called DP port. If you want, you guys can write down the definition of DP port. Written, can we start then? See, for example, this is my switch number 1. This is switch number 2. Clear? Tell me. Let's suppose this is fast Ethernet 0/1, fast Ethernet 0/2. Fine. Obviously, this is root bridge. Who is root bridge? Switch number 1 is root bridge. And this is non-root bridge. Clear na, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, tell me one thing. If switch number 1 is root bridge, it means, let's suppose if switch number 1 is sending the BPDU, then what will be the cost in this BPDU? 0. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
And this is non-root bridge. So if non-root bridge is sending the BPDU, then here cost will be, let's suppose this is fast Ethernet. So cost will be 19. Then
Yes.
which one is better? Which
0.
one is better?
Which one is better?
Yes.
Which one is better? Right now. So if switch 1 is better, what I am telling, the best port on the segment, it means on this segment, who is the best port? This port is the best port because through this port you are sending cost 0 BPDU. Through this interface you are sending cost 0
BPDU.
So that's the reason this port will become the DP.
GP.
And if this is the DP, then this is RP.
This is RP.
This is the DP.
Okay. This is the RP. Okay. Which we.
So please remember like this. ऐसे याद रखना, RP के सामने हमेशा DP आता है. ठीक है?
Okay.
बट ऐसा मत समझ लेना कि DP के सामने RP होता है. नहीं, कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे वहां यहाँ पे. ठीक है?
हाँ, यस. जहाँ आरपी रहेगा मतलब उसके सामने डीपी ही रहेगा.
हाँ,
और
ऐसा
जहाँ
कभी
आरपी
नहीं होगा
रहेगा
कि
वहाँ
ये
जरूरी नहीं
ऐसा
सामने
नहीं
डीपी
होगा कि
रहेगा.
ये डीपी है तो ये डीपी हो गई, ये आरपी है तो ये आरपी हो गई. दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. क्लियर ना?
Not possible.
I hope you guys understand this one. अरे tell
सर
me
ये
yes
जो
or no.
सर ये जो डीपी है तब आरपी है, तो फिर उल्टा कैसे आरपी के आगे डीपी हो?
मैं बताऊंगा ये चीजें, ये कंफ्यूजन ना, ये आपको बता दूंगा मैं, ये कंफ्यूज नहीं हो गया आप, ठीक है? क्लियर है? इतनी चीजें क्लियर है एवरीवन? टेल मी.
हाँ सर, क्लियर है।
Yes.
I am taking one more example for DP. For example, if we have topology like loop topology, अगर मेरे पास loop topology है, switch 1, switch 2, switch 3. I hope this is visible to all of you, right?
श्योर सर।
Okay. So obviously, switch number 1 will become, guys, root brace. Switch number 1 is root brace. Fine, na everyone?
यस सर।
Okay. So please remember one thing. Oh, what is happening? Please remember one thing. All. Wait a minute, guys. I'm not able to write. Okay. So what you guys need to remember, all port of root brace always be DP. So please remember this line. Fine. I hope you guys remember, right? Root brace का सभी port DP होता है. It means all the port of your root brace will become the DP port. It means this is, if let's suppose this is fast Ethernet 0/1, this is 0/2. It means both port is called DP port. Clear, everyone? Tell me why I am telling this one, because I told you now what is the definition of DP port? The port through which switch is sending the better BPDU.
Yes sir.
So here among three switches, switch 1, switch 2 and switch 3, who is the root brace? Switch number A. So if switch number A is the root brace, definitely switch number is sending the better BPDU. Tell me yes or no. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
the reason all the port of a switch root brace always be DP port. Fine. So
Yes,
if
sir.
this is DP, we already discussed ना, this is RP and this is RP. हमने पहले भी ये चीजें देख चुका हो, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are discussing about this link. Fine. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Switch
see,
to please.
let's suppose switch number A send the BPDU. What is the root brace ID, guys? 32768 plus A. Right? After root brace ID, there will be a
Cost.
Cost will be 0, right? After that, sender brace ID.
Same.
What is sender brace ID? Same na, 32768 plus A. After sender brace ID, port ID.
Port ID.
128.1. Any doubt till now? Clear na?
No.
Okay. So if it is clear, so switch number A send the same BPDU through this interface as well, right na?
Port ID will change, sir.
Only port ID will change. So port ID will be 128.2 here.
2.
Clear? Anyone? Any doubt till now? No doubt.
Sir.
So switch number 1 send this BPDU. This BPDU reach on
Switch
number 2. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And this BPDU
This will also reach to
reach on
at
switch number B.
3.
So switch number 3. Clear? Now,
Yes.
switch number 2 and switch number 3 will perform some modification in this BPDU and forward this BPDU towards each other. Tell me yes or no. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Perform some modification. What is the modification? Guys, root bridge ID will be same. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
What will be the cost? 19 cost and 19 cost. Total cost will be
38.
cost will be 38.
38.
Sender bridge ID, who is sending? Switch number 2. Let's suppose MAC address is B and let's suppose MAC address is C. So sender bridge ID will be 32768 plus A, not A now, B,
B
now
plus
C.
C.
Let's suppose this is 0 by 1 and this is 0 by 2. Port ID will be same now, 128.1 and one port ID will be 128.2, no problem. Clear? Everyone?
Yes.
Are you tell me yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, switch number 2, send this BPDU towards switch number B. Are you tell me? And switch number 3, send this BPDU towards switch number 2. Tell me yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
it means on switch number 2 and as well as on switch number 3, both have these two BPDU. Tell me yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now these switches will
Yes.
compare this BPDU. Tell me yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Root bridge ID will be
Yes.
tie. Cost will be
Tie.
Die.
sender bridge ID 32768 plus C. It means
C.
if this is sending, then this is the sender bridge ID of switch number 3, right?
Yes.
And this is the sender bridge ID of switch number 2. Tell me yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Who is sending the better BPDU?
S2.
Switch number 2 is
S2.
sending the better BPDU. And I already write
Yes.
the definition of DP port. The port through which superior BPDU switch is sending the superior BPDU. Or you can say better BPDU. It means among switch number 2 and among switch number 3. It means on this link. Who is sending the better BPDU, guys? Switch number
Switch
2
B.
is sending the BPDU. It means this port will become the DP port.
DP.
This port will become the DP port.
DP
Fine,
port.
everyone.
Again, sir. Again.
Sir, how can we
Okay.
justify B is the best BPDU?
BPDU. Yeah.
See, switch number 2 is sending. See, switch number 2 is sending which BPDU?
The above one. 3 to
Not
7.
no. Switch number see. Switch number 2 is sending this BPDU, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sure, sir.
And switch number C is sending this BPDU. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Now compare it. First is root bridge ID. Root bridge ID is tie here.
Yes, sir.
Cost is also tie here.
I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sender bridge ID. What is the sender bridge ID of switch number 2? 32768 plus B.
C. Yeah.
And what is the sender bridge ID of switch number 3? 32768 plus C.
C. Yeah.
Okay.
Who is better?
Who is greater? Okay. Okay.
Better.
Better. Okay.
This one na, because this has the lowest MAC address. अरे
Okay.
प्रायोरिटी इज टाई ना 32768 प्लस 32768 दोनों तरफ प्रायोरिटी सेम है.
हाँ.
Yes.
जब
Yes.
प्रायोरिटी
Yes, sir.
सेम है तो फिर मैक एड्रेस की तरफ बढ़ो.
MAC
मैक एड्रेस
address.
इसकी
Yes.
क्या है? बी है. इसकी क्या है? सी है.
C
लोएस्ट
है.
कौन सी है?
Which is
Yeah.
lowest?
Lowest is B है, sir. B है.
यस. तो आई टोल्ड यू ना कि लोएस्ट ब्रिज आईडी विल प्रेफर. So it means this is the
Okay.
better. So
Yes,
if
sir.
this is the better, it means this port will become the DP port because
DP.
switch number 2 on this link. On this link, switch number 2 is sending the better BPDU. That's the reason this port will become the DP port.
DP. Sure, sir.
Now, what about this port? So please remember the port which is, guys अगर इंग्लिश में थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो तो अंडरस्टैंड कर लेना, ठीक है. The port which is neither DP nor RP, ऐसे ही लिखते हो ना भाई, neither nor, 10th में पढ़ा था हमने.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Neither
Yes. Yes.
DP nor RP. मुझे याद है मेरी टीचर ने एक नंबर काट लिया था मेरा.
One of the. Yeah.
The
Grammar.
port which is neither DP nor RP called alternate port.
Alternate.
It means this port will become the guys alternate port, or you
Alternate
can
port.
say block port.
block.
So please remember one more thing. On a single switch, two root port is not possible. Clear ना everyone? एक
Yes,
स्विच
sir.
पे कभी भी दो रूट पोर्ट नहीं देखने को मिलेंगे आपको. Clear
हाँ.
everyone?
Yes, yes, sir.
But DP port is possible. अरे रूट ब्रिज पे दिख रहा है ना दोनों पोर्ट डीपी है आपका.
DP है, हाँ sir.
Yes, yes.
So it means DP port is possible, but on a single switch RP port is not possible. Only one
Not
RP port is
possible.
there.
हाँ, DP possible है पर RP नहीं.
Clear? I hope you guys understand all the concept of DP, RP. Clear है ना everyone?
Yes.
सर
Yes.
थोड़ा practical scenario में बताइए सर, because how do we use them?
Yes.
Like
How we
we
use
have
them.
multiple. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. I will show you the practical of STP as well.
Sir, one thing I want to ask. यदि जैसे सेंडर ब्रिज आईडी मैच हो गया, जैसे सेंडर ब्रिज आईडी यहाँ बी है, यहाँ सी है, जहाँ बी है मतलब ये स्मॉल है, तो ये मैच कर दिया, तो इन दिस कंडीशन उसको अगला जो रिक्वायरमेंट है पोर्ट आईडी, इसको मैच करने का जरूरत नहीं होता है क्या? मतलब ये
नहीं,
करता ही नहीं
अगर
कभी उस
हाँ, यस,
कंडीशन में?
प्लीज रिमेम्बर दिस वन. इफ योर इलेक्शन इज डन ऑन हेयर, फाइन, देन स्विच नेवर मैच नेक्स्ट क्राइटेरिया. अगले क्राइटेरिया की तरफ जाएगा ही नहीं अगर इलेक्शन नहीं हो जाएगी तो.
ओके, यदि पहले क्राइटेरिया में वो मैच हो गया,
यस, अगर वो
मतलब टाई नहीं हुआ,
So the
अगर लेट सपोज इलेक्शन इज परफॉर्म्ड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रूट ब्रिज आईडी,
Yeah.
देन स्विच विल नेवर चेक रेस्ट क्राइटेरिया.
अदर क्राइटेरिया. ओके.
sir, I have a question.
Yes, yes, please.
Hello. Yeah, I think according to this criteria, the port ID will never reach for inspection, right? Because always the MAC address will be different.
Yes, yes,
So
exactly.
The comparison will
Yes,
end at MAC address level, right?
I already gave you the scenario. Let's suppose if you have a topology like
Okay.
this, but it will, in real scenarios, it will not. But let's suppose scenario like this. Let's suppose this is the root brace. Fine. Let's suppose fast Ethernet 0/1, 0/2. What will happen here? Switch number 1 send the BPDU through both interface.
Yeah.
So on if switch number 1 is sending the BPDU through both interface, what will be the root bridge ID? 32768 plus A. Fine. It means on this interface as well as on this interface, it will be tie. Right? Next,
Yeah.
cost. On both
Yeah.
interface,
Cost
cost
will
will
be
be 0.
Yeah.
Next, after that, sender ID. Sender
Yes.
bridge ID. Who is sending? On both interfaces, which one is sending? It means 32768 plus A
plus
on
A
this
and B.
interface,
Plus
as
one,
well
plus
as
A, yeah.
32768 plus A on this interface as well. So see na, all the three criteria tie na here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, how switch number 2 will decide who will become the root port?
Yes.
On the basis of port ID.
Port ID.
Fine. So on
Yes.
this interface, switch number 2 receive 128.1. On this interface, switch number 2 receive 128.2. Always lower port ID will prefer. So it will become the root port.
So always lower port ID, lower MAC
Yes.
ID, lower everything which is lower, it will elect.
Yes. Understand, everyone?
Yeah.
So everything, whatever we
Yes.
discussed here, everything will perform.
Sir.
Every
So the latest, the last scenario which you have given, suppose one is 100 MB and one is 1 gig. Then what would
Okay.
happen?
One
The
is
last scenario, one is 100 MB.
See, na,
the
I
link,
told you if you are using fast Ethernet, then cost will be
19,
and if you are using 1 gig, cost will be
9. No, how much is it? What is it?
4.
4.
So if you are using
Okay.
different link, definitely now on the basis of cost.
The
Election will
fastest
be.
port. Okay.
Yes. So guys, please remember everything which we discussed here, everything will perform only and only in how much time?
15 seconds.
30
Yes,
seconds.
but I explain you and you guys are understanding in 1 hour. It means you are quite slower than switch.
Yes. Sir, if
And
we are using Ethernet port only,
yes, if you are
not
using
fast
Ethernet,
Ethernet,
yes,
What happens if there is a fiber link there?
if there is
Fiber link.
fiber link, if you are using
it is 1 gig above.
1
No,
gig
no,
or 10,
no.
10 gig.
Guys, okay. Both may be 10 gig. But if you are using fiber link, what would take? I mean, it would consider that or no into the scenario.
If you are using fiber link, I need to check. You can
Okay.
Google it, guys.
Yeah,
If
because
you are
normal
using,
scenario nowadays,
but I
the
don't think,
switches are
generally we are using, I think 10 gig.
switches
10 gig,
are
yes.
uplink. Switches are nowadays we all link with fiber only. We
Fiber
don't
only
use
as
we don't use copper nowadays.
Okay.
So
OSPF 10G, 20G.
sorry.
We are nowadays maximum we using fiber link.
No,
Like
that is
10G.
exactly. Nowadays we are using switches backend connectivity between switch is always with the fiber most of the time.
Hmm.
So in that scenario, just wanted to know what would happen.
So I just show you, wait a minute. I Google this question and I am getting this response. Let me show you. I hope this is visible to all of you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
In Ethernet network, including employing the STP, the cost of a link is determined by its speed. For fiber optic link, the cost is typically based on the link speed. Fine. For example, 10 Mbps cost will be this one 100 Mbps, this one 1 Gbps, this one 10, this one 100, this one.
Yeah, but nowadays they are coming 40 GB.
Yes, that's the reason it is telling na, ki if you are using the fiber, but it depends upon the speed. Let's suppose
Okay.
if you are
Link
using
speed.
fiber, there will be speed na something.
Yeah, okay, 10 gig or whatever. Yes.
Yes. So on the basis of these things, na, you calculate the cost will decide.
Cost. Okay, so still Cisco has not defined any cost for the fiber as they
No,
have
there
defined
is
for
no
10 Mbps.
specific cost for the fiber link. Yes.
Okay. What about the 10 gig on copper? There is no cost also.
Yes, there is no cost also.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Now I will show you the PPT as well. Okay, I think I already shared the STP PPT or not?
No, yesterday was
Yes,
different, no?
yesterday you shared, I think.
STP PPT. Let me please update me. Otherwise, I will share. Okay. So guys, I hope you guys can read it. Everything I already discussed here. Fine. Na? So these are the network redundancy. I hope you guys understand it.
So now we are using this switch to switch only for the for the looping to find out the loop. We are using STP, correct?
Yes.
Now, what if a router is in the picture? Can we set this on the router as well?
No. No. Basically, we are because switch will consider router as an end device.
Okay. Not as a so these ports has to be a I mean the trunk link, right?
Yes, trunk link must be a trunk link.
Must be a trunk link. This is the basic. Okay.
I think we already discussed this one as well. By selecting the port forwarding and which port blocking, STP creates a single path. Yes, na? In yesterday, previous class we discussed, na? Yes. There is a set of process STP used to determine which port should be forwarding and which should be blocking. Right? We discussed. Yes, by default timer is guys 2 seconds. Please remember this one. Okay, so it means BP switches will exchange the BPDU after every 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Yes.
But once it sets, once it find out the root bridge, Then how long will it take? Then 15 seconds it will recalculate.
Yes, yes, you can say like this. Let's suppose after the election, only root bridge will send the BPDU, config BPDU after 2 seconds. And when other switches will receive, it will reset its timer.
Yeah, it means this election will happen in 15 seconds, every 15 seconds, or no?
Election will perform only one time, na?
Yeah, but then how long will it stay there as an elected mode until we restart the switch?
No. Until root bridge do not receive the TCN BPDU, topology change notification.
Okay, and when that, okay, unless the topology change notification, unless the new switch is being connected in that in the network.
There are basically multiple parameter where re-election will perform. Let's suppose now, for example, this is switch number 3. Let's suppose anyways, let's suppose this is the root bridge. Fine. Let's suppose anyways this link goes down.
Okay.
Fine. So in this case, switch number 2 do not understand, and switch number 2 will forget now who is the root bridge in my network. Fine. अरे जब ये स्विच लिंक डाउन हो गया, स्विच 2 को पता ही नहीं चलेगा ना कि मेरा रूट ब्रिज कौन है, क्योंकि कनेक्टिविटी लॉस हो गई किसके साथ, रूट ब्रिज के साथ.
ओके.
So in this case, what root switch number 2 will do after 15 seconds? ठीक है. Switch number 2 will consider itself as a root bridge.
Okay.
Fine. So in this case, what switch number 2 will do? Switch number 2 start sending the BPDU.
Okay.
Fine. Towards switch number 3. But switch number 3 already getting the better BPDU from switch number 1. Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Now, basically, this is the concept of CCNP. Basically, switch has buffer memory. Fine. And in buffer memory, switch store the information about root bridge. So basically, switch number 3 has this interface buffer memory, and on this interface, switch number 3 already receiving the BPDU, and according to this BPDU, switch number 3 has already know who is the root bridge.
Okay.
Fine. But after some time, switch number 2 consider itself as a root bridge and start sending the BPDU. Now switch number 3 will think and switch number 3 will tell, hey bro, actually before 2 seconds, you are telling switch number A is the root bridge. Now suddenly you are telling you are the root bridge.
Okay.
Getting my point? So in this in this scenario, what switch number 3 will do? Switch number 3 will tell switch number 2, please wait for the 20 seconds. That is the maximum age time. Please wait for 20 seconds. Fine. So switch number 2, yes, switch number 2 BPDU, wait for the 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, what switch number 3 will do? Switch number 3 will tell, I do not trust on you. Please perform the re-election. Please perform the re-election. And again here re-election will perform. And when re-election will perform, switch number 3 receive the BPDU from here and here. Again, switch number 3 consider this as a root bridge.
So when the root, then switch B will also accept that or no?
Yes. See, when switch number 3 accept this one as a root bridge, it means after 2 seconds it will send the BPDU. Now it will forward this BPDU towards switch number 2 as well, and finally switch number 2 also accept A as a root bridge. But after 20 seconds. So it means in this scenario, in this scenario, what is the outage time? Total 50 seconds.
Okay.
20 सेकंड यहाँ वेट किया इसने. अरे इसका जब इसने बीपीडीयू भेजा 20 सेकंड वेट किया. वेट करने के बाद क्या हुई? इलेक्शन हुई. इलेक्शन होने के बाद फिर से आपकी ब्लॉकिंग से ये पोर्ट आपका पहले से ब्लॉकिंग में था ना. टेल मी यस और नो. तो ब्लॉकिंग से अरे ये आपका डीपी आरपी डीपी और ये ब्लॉक रहा होगा ना. टेल मी.
करेक्ट.
तो इट विल टेक ना फ्रॉम ब्लॉकिंग टू फॉरवर्डिंग आने में भी तो 30 सेकंड लगता है. तो टोटल 20 + 30, हाउ मच टाइम आउट इज? 50 सेकंड.
50.
Okay, and how can we convert it? That is the different thing. Fine, clear?
Yeah.
So guys, please read these PPT. I will share with you. Okay. One more thing, guys. Basically, in case of STP, there is one feature that is called extended system ID. Okay, now so please remember this one. What do you mean by extended system ID? Extended system ID means, let's suppose if we are working in VLAN number 1, by default, what is the root bridge priority? 32768 plus MAC address. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
So let's suppose if you are in VLAN number 1, then what will happen? Your VLAN ID will add here because of extended system ID. The extended system ID is the feature. What it will do? It will just add your VLAN tag number with your priority. So now if we are discussing about the VLAN number 1, actual root bridge ID will be 32768, not 8, 9 plus A. Fine. This is the feature of extended system ID.
So when
So,
then
sir,
this is by default, or how is it? I mean, we have to
Yes,
enable.
it is by default. Extended system ID is enabled. So we can identify the or you can say we can differentiate the different VLANs. For
This is for the VLAN purpose.
let's suppose root bridge ID is 3276, not 6. Let's suppose 32769. Then you can easily identify na this is for VLAN number 1. If let's suppose
Okay.
32768 and plus 10. 10 means 8, 61732. It means if you have 3278 plus MAC address, then you can easily identify na this is for VLAN number 10.
Okay. So the VLAN ID for identification, the extended information is used.
Yes. Clear, everyone? Now, guys, tell me one thing. In this scenario, I hope you guys now you can tell me. In this scenario, switch number A will become the root bridge. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So if this is the root bridge, it means all the port is DP.
Yes.
Yes,
Are
sir.
fine na? And here is
DP
PC.
dynamic.
PC
DP
means this
dynamic
is
port, right?
in forwarding state. So it is DP. Are tell me yes or no?
Yeah.
Now, after DP, then who can tell me?
RP.
RP.
What will be the RP?
Where, sir?
G1, G01 from the switch 2.
Switch number 2.
Switch
Yes.
number 2. Zero.
Switch
First
number
subnet
2.
0/1.
Yeah, that one.
RP.
Yes.
And here
0/0
RP.
RP.
And this will become the DP and this will become the alternate. Now, this is the quiz, guys. Who can tell me the answer? Find the root bridge.
Okay, 1 second. 12289. 22769. Switch 4.
Switch 4 is the root bridge. Why?
Yeah. Because 36. This is the lowest number. 36865.
Okay.
Lower number. Switch number 3, I think, root bridge.
Yes,
12,
guys.
12, 1 second. Switch number
Tina
is
priority.
12289.
Because it's have a lower cost.
First of all, Sina, on the basis of
Okay.
priority, 32769 and 36. It is out of the competition now.
Out of company, yeah.
Now 12289, priority is same. Now check the MAC address. Always check the MAC address from left to right. 014A, 014A, 3851, 3821. Fine, na? So it is better.
281. Yes.
Now, in this question,
16, 32, 4067.
Priority 4097, I think. Switch number, switch
4.
this one.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Are you sure?
Sure, sir.
Yes, because Sina priority.
Priority
Yeah.
number is lowest.
But nowadays,
switch
sir,
with-
when we are using distribution switches and we are using farm switches, we don't use this topology nowadays, right?
Yes,
Spanning trees, is it used?
basically I am using this topology because I want to explain you how actually root bridge and root port
Yeah,
and
no, definitely we want to know this. No, but in general, I'm just sharing the information. Like now we are using farm switches and distribution switches.
Mhm.
So we don't generally we don't come across the loop scenario. This is
Yes,
just to prevent the looping, correct?
generally, yes. Generally, we are not facing. But actually, if you guys will face, so definitely you need to check.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right.
Sir, can we see
But
previous
this will
slide?
come. This will come in CCNA.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this will come in CCNA.
Which one?
STP is part of CCNA. Is the question. I mean, it will come in an exam.
Basically, na in CCNA exam na you need to learn. You can say na topic that is DP. What is DP? What is RP? Root brace, election. Okay. So basically, na these are the yes, overview of RSTP. So basically, na these are the topic is in CCNA.
Yeah, but like you have given us the scenarios, those scenarios can also come there, right?
Scenarios like this, yes, basically na in CCNA exam na you will get some basic type of topology and where you need to calculate the root brace DP port like this.
Okay, so we
Okay,
need to
not
go
only
with it.
CCNA, even in CCNP you will get.
Okay, all right.
You know.
But this is applicable only for Cisco, or we can have the similar scenario in HP and other switches as
Yes,
well?
in other switches as well.
Okay, they have the same.
Yes.
So this is not the propriety of Cisco.
Yes, you can say yes. Yes,
So,
you can. Who can tell me the answer?
Switch to.
Yes.
12.
These things we already discussed. What is the command to check the spanning tree, guys? So spanning tree. Fine. So
Spanning tree, yeah.
spanning tree.
Spanning
Fine, na?
tree.
See, this is the priority 32769 because this is for VLAN
Sir,
number 1. So that's the reason
is this,
32768 plus VLAN ID is 1. That's the reason 32769. Clear?
yes,
This
sir.
is the address. This is the MAC address.
Yes.
This bridge is the root. It means this is the root bridge. Hello time is 2 seconds. It means after every 2 seconds, root bridge will exchange the BPDU. Max S time is this one. Forward delay time is this one. STP port ID, port priority that is 128 plus port number. Fine, na? See, 0 by 0,
Yeah.
128.1. Why? There is one question. Why there is 128.1? Because this is 0 by 0. That's the reason starting number is port number never be 0. So that's the reason 128.1. Switch start from 1. Fine.
One, yeah.
Okay. The neighbor switch's port ID is used to break the tie, not the local switch port ID. Yes. Spanning tree. Every collision domain has a single STP designate. Yes, I hope you guys can answer it. Right now, I think we already discussed this one. If this is the root bridge, these all are DP. This is RP. This is RP. This will be the block. Right now, tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. I think could you please tell me I already shared this PPT or not?
Sir,
This
sir.
one I don't think so.
This is
Please.
this is our group, sir. CCNA group.
Okay. So please
It's
check and
study.
let me know, guys.
Share it once more, na, sir.
Okay, no worries, I will share.
STP one, sir. You said yesterday. PTX.
Okay, let me check. Okay, I have two PPT. I will share with you. No worries. These things we already discussed in the first classes. STP timer, hello timer is 2 second, forward delay timer is 15 second,
15
maxis
seconds.
timer is guys 20 second. Switches do not forward the BPDU out of their root port. You know na, because on a root bridge port there is no root port na. अरे root bridge port पे कभी भी root port होता है क्या?
नहीं
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 नहीं मैक्सिमम एज टाइम 20
Yes, I told
what
you
is
na.
it?
I think you asked the same question na. I already mentioned here.
What is it?
अरे मैक्सेस टाइम बताया ना कि अगर स्विच को रिसीव नहीं होती है तो फिर वो क्या करता है 20 सेकंड तक वेट करता
Okay,
है
20
राइट
वेट
ना.
seconds. So
करता है
total
20 सेकंड
total
यस
is 50 seconds. Okay.
Yes, so that is the use of maximum age timer.
So this is only one command to check the spanning tree, or there are any detailed commands are there?
Yes, there are some more command. I will do the practical of STP as well. Fine.
Yeah.
See, I already mentioned if you read the PP na, you will find everything. 50-second outage na, I told you na,
Yeah.
that
50 seconds
scenario.
for a blocking interface to intern
Yes.
forward
20 seconds switch will wait, right? And after
wait
20
Yeah.
seconds, it will take
30
30
seconds
seconds
they
to come
will
in
be
forwarding.
forward total will be 15 seconds for a blocking interface encapsulation
Yes,
So by
one more
default,
thing, guys. I,
yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
I mentioned
By
something here.
default,
What is the content inside the BPDU? I think in first class I told you,
first
but I
class you
already
told us, yes.
yes, I already
Port ID
mentioned here as
maximum age,
well.
yeah,
So
yeah. Hello
please
timer,
remember,
yeah.
basically na in some interviews na I just saw na interviewer asked this question. So just go through it. Okay, okay. I will share this PPT as well. Mm, 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 mm. Give me 5 minutes, guys, only. Okay, if you guys want, just take 5 minutes break. Then after we'll start. Fine.
Now we are going to
okay
start the practical, right?
Practical I will do tomorrow. Okay,
Okay.
tomorrow from the start of the class. Today I will tell you some more theoretical part as well. Let me remind, and I will share with some more content with you. Fine. Tomorrow I will do the practical of STP.
Okay.
Hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Where is rest one? Sachin, Buddhika, Santosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Awesome.
So we discuss STP. Okay. Deep RP election, DP election we did. Okay. After DP and RP, next state will be guys learning. Right now, switches will move in learning state. Right. And the port which is not become RP or DP, that port will become the alternate port. Right now, or you can say
Hello.
block. Right now, clear now?
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Okay. So, guys, if anyone asks you what do you mean by block port?
अच्छा तो है
Block port means through that port actually switch do not
हमारा
send
मालूम
data, right now.
Yeah.
हम
But how
जानते
do, okay.
Do not send.
Can
Yes,
we,
I'm telling
by
you.
ca-
So please remember this one. This is the interview question. So I am writing here. Do not send the data. So data do not send. But yes, on this
ये
port,
ड्रॉप बंद किया चालू कर लो कोई
BPDU will receive.
yeah.
If switches will stop receiving
नहीं
the BPDU on the block port now, then switch will think my root braces goes down.
अरे मैंने फोन
Fine.
आया
And
तो
that
जिस
switch
तरफ
will become consider itself as a root brace. Fine now. For example, switch 1, switch 2, and switch 3. Let's suppose this is DP, DP, RP, RP, this is DP, and this is block. So basically, na, through this link, data will not forward. But yes, on
Okay.
this interface, switch number 2 receive the BPDU. If switch number 2 is not receiving the BPDU here, then switch number 2 will think root
I
brace
am the
is,
root bridge. Me.
yes, root brace is down and consider itself as a root brace.
Yeah.
Clear na? So let's suppose if there is a PC1 and PC number 2, if PC number 1 wants to communicate here, na, then data will go like this. Right now, and this is the advantage of STP na, to avoid the loop as well as provide the redundancy. Let's suppose if this link goes down, then this link will up and data will forward it like this. Right
How
now,
long generally does
everyone.
it take, sir, to, once the link is go down, how much time will it take to take other link as up?
30
50
seconds.
seconds? 30
No,
seconds.
no, no, 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, basically in CCNP, guys, you will see
सर
na that.
सर excuse me sir
Mhm.
if one route is gone down then other route upping taking some time without money manually or automatically it take
Automatically.
yes.
So basically in CCNP, guys, there is one topic that is called a root brace placement. Anyone know what is root brace placement?
No sir.
Anyone? So guys, see now, root brace placement means, let's suppose in our topology, if we have a root brace, so it means most of the traffic in our network will go through the root brace. Tell me yes or no. Yes. So if most
Yeah.
of the traffic will travel or goes through the root brace, it means on root brace there is a lots of what load, you can say.
Yeah.
Tell me yes or no. Yes, na.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if there is a lots of load on the root brace, it means root brace should be your high configuration
Exactly.
device.
It should be better. Exactly. Yeah.
Tell me yes or no. Yes, na. So
Yes
basically
sir.
in real scenario, what we are doing, in real scenario, generally we see na, in my company as well, there are two root brace. One is called primary
Primary and one is
and
secondary.
secondary.
And another is secondary.
So if your primary goes down, it
Secondary
doesn't
will
mean
be
your overall network goes
working.
down. Secondary will work like a primary.
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 And that is called root brace placement. That is
Okay.
called root bridge
Root bridge
placement.
placement.
Clear na? And how we make the root bridge placement, primary, secondary, these are the different things we will discuss in the CC. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, there is one more question here. Basically, in an interviewer na ask, if let's suppose you are in the learning state. Switch is in which state, guys? Learning state.
Learning stage.
Fine. And root bridge is already elected. In the learning state, you know, na, root bridge is already elected. Right now, in your study class, I told you. And root bridge is elected as well as port role is already defined. Already defined. Then still your root bridge is sending the BPDU after every 2 seconds. Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Yes.
Sending na? Why? What is the need of BPDU?
To get fastest.
I hope you guys understand my
Again,
question.
the question? What is the question again, sir?
Question is, let's suppose you are in the learning state. It means in learning state, already root bridge is elected.
Root bridge.
Port role already
Port
defined.
role are already identified.
Now, still your root bridge switches is sending the BPDU after every 2 seconds. Why? What is the use of BPDU here? If everything is already defined then.
To travel
To
fastest.
see if there's any change in the switches.
Sorry?
Sir, it's required to identify that if any network goes down in between.
Yes, very good.
Two or three switches. So, if
so you are telling
BPD
the
is not generated, so
first
yes.
requirement is if any link down, your root bridge will inform all the other switches, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me the next.
Or if you change the ports also, can happen, right?
Sorry, port role.
No. I mean, if you change the link ports into different ports of the switch.
Port, you change the ports. It means you are telling, let's suppose you change physically you change the port.
Physically changing the.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you change the port, yes, definitely, yes.
Yes, it should also.
So I mean, it's the same thing, right? Losing the link.
If you change the port manually.
Yeah.
Next,
so the
guys.
MAC address can be changed.
Yes, MAC address
priority can be changed.
Next, let's suppose if we add new switches in our topology, then that switches also should know na, who is the root bridge in your network. Yes, na?
Yeah.
So here we read.
But 2 seconds
can be changed.
Sir, this 2 seconds is too fast, no? I mean, we should not be adding the switch or these things. Shouldn't be a little longer?
Sorry?
The 2 second broadcast of the BPDU, it is not too fast. This is my question.
Is it too fast? This is the by default timer. You can change it, but generally we are not doing.
Okay, we can change that.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the requirement. And the last one.
Can we check the utilization of the switch by protocol wise? Which protocol is utilizing the highest? Protocol wise.
Protocol wise, generally we are not doing. Yes, generally we are not doing by protocol wise.
Okay.
Now, who can tell me the one more?
Okay. Yeah.
I already told you. Please remind. I need one more. 1, 2, 3 we discuss. Tell me one more. Arey guys, tell me, I told you na, by the help of BP, who is sending the BPDU? Root bridge na?
Root bridge.
So let's suppose if there are other root there are other switches. If other switches do not receive the BPDU, it means it will think na your root bridge
Yeah,
dead.
there will be, okay.
So it means by the help of BPDU, root bridge is believing other switches, दूसरे switches को विश्वास दिला रहा है कि भाई मैं भी जिंदा हूँ.
जिंदा हूँ.
ठीक है, clear everyone?
Ah,
So it means
okay,
BPDU also work like a keep alive, you can say.
okay, okay.
Keep alive. Yeah.
Clear na everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically in tomorrow classes, what we are doing, what we will do, we have one topology like this. I will create one topology like this. Switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4. We will use two link between all the switches.
Okay.
Fine, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we have this type of topology. Fine. And let's suppose if any one switch will become the root bridge. Fine. And we will also check how we can make any switch as a root bridge manually as well by changing the priority or everything. Fine, clear? Tell me.
Yes, yes.
For example,
Yes.
I told you na for let's suppose by default VLAN number 1 is there right now. What we will do? I do not do the practical for VLAN number 1. Let's suppose I create VLAN number 99. I create
Okay.
VLAN number 99 on every switches. Fine. And I will show you all the STP things. Clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Tell me
Yes,
yes,
yes.
no.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, no. Okay. So after this practical, I will give you the introduction of RSTP as well.
Yeah.
RSTP as well. Why we need RSTP? What is the use of RSTP? Because I just tell you one line. See, STP. STP is the layer 2 protocol. Tell me yes or no. Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
because it works on a MAC address, yeah.
See, let's suppose for example, this is R1. This is switch.
Two.
And this is R2. Fine.
Okay.
Let's suppose now on R1 and R2 we are using OSPF.
Okay.
OSPF.
PF.
Yeah.
It means or EIGRP. Let's suppose R1, R2 sending the hello packet after every 10 seconds.
Okay.
Tell me yes or no. Yes, na?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So if they are sending after 10 seconds, let's suppose na, if you are using STP here on switch number 2 and if this switch goes down. So
Okay.
basically normally it will take how much time to up? 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
hello time, so R1, R2 exchange the hello time. It means after every how much time?
10 seconds.
20,
10
20.
seconds. It means R1 send 3 hello पैकेट राइट ना. जब तक ये अप आएगा तब तक में ये R1 कितने हेलो पैकेट सेंड कर चुका होगा? 3 पैकेट. तो see ना, it means our L3 is quite faster than L2 device. Tell me yes or no.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So to avoid these type of outage and ना इसे L2 को faster बनाने के लिए we have one process. See, there are multiple ways by which we can make it faster. Let's suppose we can use here port fast, and by the help of port fast, let's suppose what हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि ये जैसे ही डाउन जाए, जैसे वो फॉरवर्डिंग स्टेट में होता है ना, डिसेबल लर्निंग सारे स्टेट्स होते हैं ना, वो सारे स्टेट में ना जाके सीधा वो फॉरवर्डिंग हो जाए, ऐसा हम कर सकते हैं. बट दिस is the let's suppose how can we do this? We can run the command and we need to configure on the switches right now. But
Yes, sir.
what we need actually we need one process. Actually what we need, guys, we need one process, and by the help of this process we can make our L2 faster than L3. Getting my point? That's the reason we have RSTP.
RSTP.
Clear na
L2,
everyone?
L2 layer
Yes, sir.
2 is faster. Layer 2 you mean?
Yes, I'm talking about layer 2 कि layer 2 को layer 3 के साथ compatible बनाने के लिए.
Okay.
क्योंकि हमारे पास बहुत सारे ना कॉन्फ़िगरेशन हैं जो हम स्विचेस पे करके इसे क्या कर सकते हैं, जब ये ब्लॉकिंग स्टेट में गई, सॉरी जब ये डाउन गई, तो हम ये कर सकते हैं कि ये
डायरेक्ट
ब्लॉकिंग
फॉरवर्डिंग में ले जाके
कि लर्निंग और ये सारे स्टेट्स में ना हो जाए, डायरेक्ट वो फॉरवर्डिंग में चले जाए. बट दैट इज अगर आप कोई कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करते हो तो डेफिनेटली यू आर यूटिलाइजिंग द सीपीयू यूटिलाइजिंग ना ज्यादा हो जाएगी. So that's the reason
Yeah.
we need what? We need one process. Okay, and what is the name of that process, guys? RSTP.
RSTP.
And RSTP provide us this facility कि हम L3 के साथ compatible हो जाएं. Clear, everyone?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
these things I will explain you in RSTP. Clear ना?